been working with several consultants in the last years, especially during and after COVID, on our intention to develop more into the installation side of things. Never too late, and Martin has been a really good source of good projects and interesting projects.
I was brought in by the GM Patrick Both to help to design the music for the hotel. And then we started having a wider conversation about audio quality and specifically some of their needs. As you can see, it's a very open and wide venue with lots of air, high ceilings, lots of reflective materials. So that would cause isolated problems for certain seatings in the venue. So actually the mission was very clear. He wanted to take care of those problems and make sure every customer that comes to this bar has a similar fantastic experience. We're obviously using the Void Acoustics brand, particularly the Cyclone series. Those are very weatherproof. I would say this place typically would have a live band, but it's not a full-fledged five-piece, fall to the floor type of situation. So it's more maybe a jazz ensemble, or it might be a singer accompanying the DJ or a saxophone player accompanying the DJ. So for our design philosophy, it truly doesn't really change that much. We just like for them to have the flexibility to plug into our system, have a good mixing board, and have everything ready for them to so that they can easily slide into what we have here.
We identify other potential issues, not just speaker distribution, but also there were no zoning. One of the key requirements from the operational team were like how we could provide a specific zoning without compromising one area and another area, and also without messing too much on system alignment, without messing too much on the system distribution or SPL distribution across the venues.
There's a far stretch overlooking the view. Then there's more of an inside area where the bar is focused. That's where we have those two big subwoofers placed. So that's definitely an area where they can go a bit louder. There's a bit of a dance floor. That's where some action can happen. So the operations teams have their tools to kind of manage the volume in between.
We have 3 layers of control on the system. We have an AHM16, and AHM16 has some hardware built in on it. That will be for a more advanced user. Then the second layer of control is a CC7, which is a touch screen where we have a custom interface to provide all the control requested by the operational team. On top of that, we have done a IP1 rotary control, which is the little but brilliant device from Allen & Heath that allows you to just push and turn in the knob. You can really select pretty much any function from presets all the way to volume control on any of the zones. So that will be a very quick approach of very quick control even without reaching out to the touchscreen. The last layer of control is a wireless control. So on top of that, we have your bring your own device. So we have one dedicated iPad that is also sitting down on the DJ that they can also move it around the venue and individually adjust those zoning at the same time they get being walking around.
First of all, it's a beautiful place. Second of all, it's a beautiful town. And you overlook that beautiful town. For anyone who's been to Bangkok, it's spectacular. And I would say the views at BarYard are spectacular. So from a professional point of view and from a design point of view, you don't want to take the foreground. You really want to take that experience and add to it and give people that warm feeling. I always say people never go away from a place like this saying, oh, the quality of the sound was so good. But unconsciously, there's definitely a resonance. And we've seen the shift. So it's also something, and we don't apply hard metrics, but you talk to the staff and that's something that they will tell you right away. It's like, yes, we've noticed that shift. Because the staff is here every day, day in and day out. So sometimes they're the best people to talk to.